Y'all know what time it is. Y'all don't know, y'all better ask somebody. Hat on, suit on, looking like the Dapper Dawn, giving them all just like $1,000,000, diamond things in his cuffs. Y'all tell me who could it be but Steve Harvey? Oh, yeah, and listening to me. Put your hands together for Steve Harvey. Put your hands together.
I sure will. Good morning, everybody. Y'all listening to The Voice. Come on, dig me now. One and only Steve Harvey got a radio show. I need everybody today, everybody that's listening, I need you to catch fire today. I want you to catch fire today. You want to phrase it another way? I want you to catch on fire today. But I need you to catch fire today. I need today to be the day that you stop complaining and you do something. Do you know why a lot of people can't move forward in their life? Because they complaining about their past. They always complaining, man, about something that explains the reason why they are. Let me help you with this right here. If you are steady complaining about the reason you are, you know, if I hadn't have met this man, if I hadn't have been involved with this woman, if I hadn't have had this baby, if I had have never went down there, if I hadn't have got arrested, if I hadn't have this, if I hadn't have that, if I had have just finished school, if I hadn't have, hey, stop. All that stuff that you're complaining about, everything that you keep allowing to resonate with you as a reason to justify and explain you not being successful, can I share something with you about all of that? Guess what it is? You done got past all of it. You done had the baby. You got arrested. They didn't kill you. You didn't finish school, but you still standing. You met that man, he gone, he involved with 2 other women right now, got 3 other kids. Guess what? You still here and the baby's here. You got over all the injustices that were done to you. You got something happen to you when you was a kid. You're an adult now. Somebody did something to you when you was a little boy. Guess what? You a man now. Some things happen to you that you haven't found closure on. The person that you're looking for closure from has moved on. Can I tell you that everything that has happened to you, do you know you've gotten past it? So why are you steady complaining about what has happened to you that has caused you to be in this position? But do you understand that it's prohibiting you from moving forward? Stop complaining today. Catch fire. Let your past be your past. I've told this to you 100 times on this radio, but I'm going to say it again. Bishop Jakes told me something, man, that helped me so greatly. You can't drive your car if you gonna keep looking in the rearview mirror. That's why the windshield is huge. The windshield is huge. The rearview mirror is this tiny thing that sits up there. Now, all it's for is so you can see stuff that's coming up on you. All the rearview mirror for is so you can assure yourself, listen to this. The rearview mirror is up there to assure you that you've cleared something. See, that's what the rearview mirror is for. So when you pass a car and you want to switch lanes, you can glance up there and it says, okay, you're clear now. You passed it. You can switch lanes. That's all the rearview mirror is for. It ain't for you to stare at and dictate your life with. What you tripping for, man? Catch fire today. Today, man. Quit complaining about everything that did happen to you. Life is 10% what happens to you is 90% what you do about what happens to you. What are you going to do about it? So what? I got all this. Look, man, your story ain't no deeper than nobody else's. I can tell you I was homeless for 3 years. It's people been homeless for 30 years. How long I'm going to ride that out? Well, you know, I can't do nothing right now. I fell on hard times and I lost my place to stay. Where you staying now? See, the majority of people are staying somewhere right now. I was out there. I didn't have nowhere to go. I'm in a shelter now. You was under the bridge a week ago. You in the shelter now. Why you still crying about the bridge? You in the shelter now. Man. People, man, we trip ourselves out by complaining. I'm asking everybody today to catch fire today. Stop complaining. Do something today. Get excited. Now, I'm going to say something that I'm going to have to explain. Get excited about your life. You know the best way to get excited about your life is to find your purpose in your life. Steve, got to explain that one, don't you? Yep, I knew it before I said it. As soon as I said it, I said I'm going to have to explain this right here because people always be talking about you say stuff and you don't mean it. See, what I do is when I say something, I give you the explanation for it so you can stop all that. I ain't know. Listen to me. You got to get excited about your life, and the best way to get excited about your life is to find your purpose. Now, okay, Steve, that's what I've been struggling with. I can't find my purpose. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. You know how you find your purpose. You get in touch with who created you. Because when God made you, he had a purpose in mind. Now, we've ignored it, and we haven't tapped into it, but we all had a purpose. You don't, and sometimes it takes people longer to discover the purpose. Colonel Sanders was frying chicken with a recipe that he was telling people was the best chicken in the world. Ain't nobody believe him till he turned 70. Why you think the dude that's on the Kentucky Fried Chicken signs is old? That dude ain't 20 up there. He old. He old. But you know what? He had been frying that chicken for 40-some years. They just found out about it when he was 70. But he didn't give up his purpose in life. This dude was just frying chicken. See, people keep looking for their gifts in all kinds of places when it's right there in you. You ain't got to go to school to find your gift. You're born with the gift that God got for you. You go to school to tack it on to something else. But your gift was already given to you. You were born with that. You don't have to go to college to know your gift. Your college allows you to enhance it and to find something to attach it to. And hopefully you get a degree that attaches your gift to a vehicle where it can work. The problem with college is we go to college and we attach it to what we like or what we might be passionate about, and we ignore the gift we have. You know how many people that graduated from college ain't doing nothing they went to college for? Come on, man. You know why? Because you discover in life your gift. You discover what you was born to do. I wasn't born, you know what my major was in college? It was advertising. I can't be at no desk drawing no picture for nobody. But now guess what? I can wake up every day and guess what? I can tell you. I advertise. I've been advertising my career. Come see me live. Come see me live at Madison Square Garden. Come see me live at Phillips Arena. Come see me live at Joker's Comedy Club. Come see me live at Percy's. Come see me live at Ellis's Tavern. Come see me live. I've been advertising the whole time. But I had a different purpose in mind because I went and I talked to God. And this is how you do it. You go talk to God and say, hey, God, look, okay, this is the deal. I've been struggling here. I'm over 40. I still haven't found my purpose in life. Okay, but so I can quit wasting any more time. Would you help direct me? and guide me to my purpose. I know you created me to do something. I just haven't found what it is. And the reason I haven't found what it is, because I've been doing things my way. I ain't been checking with you, conferring with you on anything. I ain't locked in or tried to settle it up with you. I've been just doing my thing. Well, my thing has gotten me as far as it can get me. How about you take over and do your thing? Now, can you direct me in my path? I'm an open book. Treat me like a piece of clay. I'm telling you, man, if you go to God, he'll give it to you. But see, you have not because you ask not. How many times have you asked God for it? This ain't no magic trick, y'all. This is the deal. You got to catch fire today. Catch fire today. I am. I'm excited about today. I've got a lot to do. Got to go out here and see what God got for me today. I'm shaking the bushes, man. If God passing out blessings, I'm in line. I am in line.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, people from all around the world. You're listening to the baddest morning show in the land, baby. This is the Steve Harvey Morning Show, where our main objective is to start your day off hollering. You know, look, it might have to do some other things sometime. I got that. We may have to. But when we get through with that, right back to hollering. Because what you need in your life is a good holler. This show is dedicated, yesterday's show with people who smile.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Today's show is dedicated to people that don't smile.
Ooh. Oh. Mm.
We dedicating this whole show to you. Now sit here on this show and try not to. This is a dare, a threat, a promise, whatever you want to call it. But we dare you to sit here the whole show and don't crack a smile.
All right, well.
This show is dedicated to those of you who wear scowls on your face. Because you evil. Yeah. Funky with it. Yeah. Disdain.
Baby mama, come on.
Ain't happy lest somebody in misery.
Come on.
This show is for you. Good morning, Shirley.
Good morning, Steve.
Yeah, good. Carla, how you doing?
Hey, good morning, Steve. What's up? Happy Friday, crew.
Junior.
Morning,
Yeah. Fool number one.
Big dog at top of the morning.
The diabetic ain't here, so something has happened. We calling right
Is
now
it
to
sugar?
check.
You think he has sugar or something?
Make sure he ain't in nowhere curled up.
Junior,
Crawling
you supposed to
towards
be
the
checking on
refrigerator looking for orange juice.
Yeah, if he's sick, what are you going to do, Steve?
I'm not going to do a damn thing because I told you, had I known.
Yeah. Off the top.
Yeah. I should have known when he's making all that diabetic hot sauce. Only black people do that.
Yeah, right. Is it diabetic hot sauce?
I don't know. I just called it that.
Hotter than a mofo?
Well, there's other flavors too. That's the one. Hotter than a mofo is too much for me.
Oh, yeah. That's a lot. I don't know. I'm sure he'll be here. Okay.
All good.
Well, it's cool. How's it going, everybody? What y'all into? Any questions y'all want to ask me? Y'all want to ask the CEO some questions today? You want to ask me just Ask Steve questions today? You know, anything, man. I feel good there. What you got, Junior?
Is Tony coming back? Boy, they were tweeting about you yesterday during the show. All the guys.
That's a CEO
question.
question. Well, we're going to do as CEO coming up, Junior.
Did you see her? Everybody like her back.
Her back?
Junior's a big moment for you.
What?
And she touched you, Junior.
She touched Junior. Junior damn near jumped out his skin.
Mm-hmm.
And she is gorgeous, man.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
And
she
she
can sing.
And she funny.
Yeah.
And she fine.
Yeah, sense of humor.
Let's say
Yeah,
that.
she
Anybody
got
say
sense of
fine?
Oh, okay, because she ain't said nothing funny yesterday, Junior.
But I think she
You was
booed
just
up.
laughing.
I
at
laughed
everything.
at
You heard?
Yeah, you heard? She booed up.
Oh, girl. Oh, Tony, you funny.
All right, we got to go.
Respect on her.
Steve is up next with For the CEO. We have some questions for you, sir.
Questions for the CEO.
Yeah,
Here
when
I
we
am.
come back.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we go. Time for something funny with you, Steve. And this is a segment we call For the CEO. And we're going to get to ask you questions as well, you say.
Yeah, yeah, you can do whatever you want to do.
You're the worst.
He's the worst CEO ever.
Nah, you know,
Give a
I
damn.
care, but you know,
In a different way. It's
you know, the word less usually follows that.
You know, I love that, right?
Once you get your check, that's how you care, right
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
All right, so did you have anything you want to kick it off with? You wanted to tell
Well, you
us?
know, I just wanted to open this meeting by saying, you know, there should be a level of appreciation from the upper management for the job you all have done. But I'm looking around the room and I don't really see nothing that special going
Not
on.
one person.
I don't really see nothing that special going on. So, you know, I mean, you're in here because there's a check. The moment I cut these checks, I would expect none of you to come back the next day.
I would come for free.
And we love what we
All
do.
those are lies.
We love
So
it.
now that we've got that out the way, I have come to the conclusion that your loyalty is attached to a check. And therefore, my desires for perfection from you should be reflective of that check.
Okay.
All right. Okay.
So now,
is that fair?
as you all ask your questions today, I will also give you not only the answer, but the rebuttal to that. So y'all can begin anytime you like. The CEO meeting is open and adjourned.
All right, I have a question, Mr. CEO.
Yes, lady with the big eyes, come on.
I just want to start it off this way because we need clarity on this issue. What is the sexual harassment policy here?
Once again, why are we discussing sexual harassment in a sexual harassment free zone? As long as you are on this radio station, let's be clear. This is what's called a free zone.
What,
Now,
what does
Shirley,
that mean?
Let me give you an example.
Okay.
You have encroached and infringed on the sexual harassment policy many times yourself.
No way!
Oh, yes, you have. Came over here, unbuttoning the button on my shirt, talking about it'll look better unbuttoned. That right there was a violation of
Did you do
sexual
that, Shirley?
harassment on your part.
That was a fashion judgment, sir.
Fashion judgment, but you touched me. And once you put your hands on me, I consider that a violation of harassment policy.
I did not want you to choke with your collar all buttoned up. And
I already
everything.
had two unbuttoned. You said the third one would look better because that's how Nestor wear his shirts. I say, ain't that a big thing? Now I got to get compared to your husband. And I don't want to have to live up to your husband. Therefore, I put the free zone in policy to protect your job. Next question.
So we can unbutton her button then, if she unbuttoned.
No, you cannot unbutton her button, you stupid ass boy.
Stupid ass boy. I have a serious question.
Go ahead.
Since we get here, and we do the show, there's no time that we have a lunch break. What I would like to know, when is lunch?
When you're not talking.
You can eat your lunch.
That's right. You quit talking, you could be. Yeah.
Being a diabetic, I have to have a lunch break.
We have covered that, and your orange juice is in the refrigerator.
That we keep in the office.
We have it right here. And we are also a new policy. We are deducting all this Tropicana out your pay.
I have a question, Mr. CEO.
All right. Okay, cool.
Mr. CEO,
You got
I have
one?
a question too.
Yeah, yes, Carla.
Okay, Mr. CEO, I'm kind of piggybacking on what Jay said. What about snacks? We don't have bottled water
You
here.
know what?
We don't have any snacks. We don't have any supplies. Where's the paper for the printer? The printer's broke.
Our job is to talk. You can't talk with a snack in your mouth. And what is you writing for? I don't pay you to write on this show. I pay you to talk. Ain't now person sent me an email saying, I ain't never heard y'all writing nothing on y'all show. So why are we in here talking about a snack when clearly you are paid to talk? You get your check for talking. You don't get your check for eating. Now, if you want to get paid to
It's the
eat,
worst.
you need to get out there and get a job somewhere where they pay people, and you need to taste test them. We don't do taste testing.
You'd be on the
show.
Food Network.
You need to be somewhere else involving your money and your check. Next question.
CEO. I just want to ask you something.
Yeah, man.
We've been working here and we have not seen a cost of living raise. Do we even get there?
Ain't gonna see a cost of living raise.
A cost of living rate.
Have you seen the raise?
No, sir, I have not.
What have you seen in your cost of living that makes you think it's changed?
Nothing, sir.
Then if you've seen nothing, why are you expecting something?
I can't move up if I don't get a cost.
You can't move up because you ain't moving up.
Oh, man.
Now, you want a
CEO,
cost of living raise or you want another job?
Working, man.
Can I ask a question?
Yeah, you can.
At your own risk.
All right, I celebrate Hanukkah and Christmas. So Hanukkah starts December 12th. I kind of want to be off all the way through because I want to do Hanukkah and Christmas at the same time.
Right.
If that's
I don't have a problem with that. We paying for Christmas.
You can be out.
We paying for Christmas. You want to do Hanukkah, you more than welcome. And it's a beautiful holiday. And I recommend it in full support of it. But me, I'm paying for Christmas.
Well,
You can do Hanukkah. You can start. You can start Hanukkah whatever day it starts on. But you and your Baptist ass is getting paid for Christmas.
I was going to ask that. I don't think we have time now, but I did want to know the vacation schedule since the holidays
schedule
are
is just
coming up.
when it's always been. It's just what it's always
Well,
been.
and what is that, sir?
It's what it was last year. What
Coming
you ain't
up-
gonna do is try to jump face on me and get paid for it too.
Coming up next, it's the nephews run that prank back, and we'll be back right after this. We think.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, this is unbelievable. I mean, absolutely unbelievable. Hurricane Maria has destroyed Puerto Rico's infrastructure, and the entire island is without power. This is really, really sad. These hurricanes this year, unbelievable. Miss Ann will be here at the top of the hour with more of today's headlines. But right now, it's the nephew and run that prank back.
Oak Treeosity.
Yeah.
Oak Treeosity. Run it.
Hello?
Hello, I'm trying to reach Marvin, please.
Yeah, this is Marvin speaking.
Marvin, hi. I'm calling you from Doc's office. I'm actually the lab technician. And you came in and got a physical, I guess, about a couple weeks ago.
Yeah,
Okay, and it's my understanding this is for your occupation, correct?
yeah.
Okay, you're not. What do you do for a living when you're a
Oh, yeah, I'm a truck driver.
Okay. Now I was giving you a call about. I'm here looking at your records and all the testings that you actually went through. Wow. Let's see. Have you had any activity or any problems around your naval area?
Nah, everything been fine.
Okay.
Everything all right, huh?
Yeah, everything's fine, but I mean, you haven't had any type of nothing, no breakout or anything around your navel or whatsoever?
Nah, man, the second time you asked me about my neighbor. Nah, everything going straight, man.
Okay.
Trying to see what's going on, man. What's happening?
Okay. Actually, you've been diagnosed with oak treositis, and oak treositis is actually a fungus that comes out of South America, and you have no activity whatsoever around your navel.
Nah, man, quit asking me the same thing, man. Oak tree oxidus.
It's oak treositis, sir. And what
you say that?
what that is actually you if you haven't had it yet, you say you haven't had any activity. There's going to be like a small little tree that's going to be growing from your navel, and it gets about 6 inches long, and it probably bears probably about 25 to 30 leaves on it, but it's very small.
Whoa, run that back by me. You see a tree gonna be growing out my navel.
It's going to be a small tree, and what's going to happen is I'm going to have to get you to come back in probably in the next month. We're going to need you to come in so we can check it out, but it's got to grow its fullest potential before we can actually do anything to it.
Nah, I can't come in no month. I gotta come in today, man. Somebody got to tell
No,
me what's going on, man. Get this problem resolved, man, 'cause I'm finna get married, man.
Well, we can't. It has to grow its fullest potential, sir. And the full term is actually like about 4 weeks before we can act.
Man, I'm not waiting for no 4 weeks, man. Somebody got to come tell me something right now, man. I ain't finna go married, man, and have to fly out of town, man, and have something going out my neighbor, man. Y'all going crazy, man.
Sir, oak treeocetus is something that's very rare. We were actually getting this assignment from overseas in South America on how to treat this.
Man, I don't give a damn. Where is it, man? Somebody's gonna have to come give me some help right now, man. I'm finna get ready to get married, man. I'm not finna be putting up with it, man. Somebody in this office, man, got to come down here and do something for me, man. And what you say, if you say I can cut it out myself?
Sir, the best I can do is probably trim it a bit, you know, and maybe knock a few leaves off, but I cannot touch the full stalk at all.
Man, you can cut this, put a Band-Aid, do something.
Sir,
to
if
man.
you cut it, there's a possibility.
Right now,
yeah,
man.
you cannot, sir. If you cut it, there's a possibility of hemorrhaging, and you're going to really create a bigger problem than what you have already.
Man, that I'm trying to get this pulled out, man. You didn't tell me can't nobody in that I'm driving down there to get this pulled out, man. I'm finna get married in 2 weeks, man. We finna fly to Jamaica and can't now. Somebody can do this for me. I pull this out my self.
Sir, you cannot pull it out. You're going to create...
that, man.
You're going to create a bigger problem if you try to pull it out, sir.
The problem is already there. I'm trying to get this down, man. You mean to tell me that big hospital ain't now there can help me?
Sir,
what you want me to do,
sir,
man?
it's not
something. Man, I have poking out of my stomach, and you telling me it ain't you can do, man.
Sir, oak treeocetus is not something that we treat all the time. Like I said, it hails from South America. So we got...
I don't give a for the help from Great Britain. Somebody at the hospital for there to come down here and help me pull it off, man.
Sir, I understand what you're going through, but we have to let it grow its full term, which is 4 weeks, sir. The full root of it...
Letting it grow, man. I ain't finna let it grow, man. I'm finna go down right now, man. Y'all gonna have to do something, man.
Sir, there's nothing we can do. We can probably trim it a little bit.
The trim, get some chainsaw and cut this, man. Do something.
Sir, there's nothing we can do at this point but sit back and wait and let it grow its full term, okay? Can we get
I'm
you
not doing no waiting, man. Somebody finna help me right now, man.
Sir, can we get an appointment for you in the next 4 to 5 weeks? Can we do that?
No, you got to get an appointment for me today. I'm finna get married, man. I'm finna fly to Jamaica. Man, I can't have no sticking out of me. I can't even sit at the airport, man. You gonna embarrass me like that, man? Have sticking out my neighbor. You crazy?
Sir, I understand it, and like I said, oak treeocetus is very rare, and it's something that we haven't treated that many times here in the States. But overseas, the message that we're getting is that we need to let it grow its full term.
So what you mean to tell me ain't nobody in America got oak tree? What the is the name of that man?
It's oak treeocetus, sir.
So how the I can get it if don't nobody else in America got it?
Sir, I could not believe that you were coming up with oak treeocetus here in the States. It's something very rarely seen here. There's been 2 people in the past that's been diagnosed with this, and they actually passed away.
So now you're telling me some done died, and you gonna tell me 3 weeks. Man, I'm coming down there today, man. Somebody finna do something for me,
Sir,
man.
there's nothing that we can do today until 4 to 5 weeks.
Man, I gotta go get married. I'm flying to Jamaica, man. Did you hear what I just said, man?
I'm hearing what you're saying, but I can't do anything if you don't see the tree already coming out of the navel yet.
Cut the off. Somebody got to do something down now. Damn, what you want me to do, man?
I don't know what I want you to do, sir, but I have one more thing I can tell you.
Yeah, well, what you got to say, man?
Are you listening?
I'm listening to you, man.
This is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. You just got pranked by your boy Earl.
Man, you gotta be kidding me, man. Damn, man, tell that man, I'm gonna kick that out my way, man. Man, you too, Nephew Tommy, man. Y'all be going crazy as hell, man. I'm looking all of my damn neighbor thinking the tree finna grow out this, man. I'm on the air, man.
No, you ain't on the air right now.
Man, I'm already nervous and finna get married in 2 weeks. Crazy, man. Damn.
Hey, man, I got one more thing to ask you, Marvin, man. What is the baddest, I'm talking about the baddest radio show in the land?
Steve Harvey Morning Show. If you're listening, your ass is out the way. Yeah, you out of there.
That is.
Thank you, Tommy.
Oak treeosity. Let me say this here. Tonight, tomorrow night, Sunday night, I am in Baltimore, Maryland. Hey, let me tell y'all, Mama's boy is doing the doggone thing. Y'all got to come see your boy in the play. Steve, Shirley, Junior, I'm serious. Carla, y'all got to come see your boy and put it down.
Don't call me Steve no damn more. Yeah.
I know. I be trying to be man.
Be grown.
You know? Yeah, grown. Can I be grown?
Shirley, this ain't your business. We got rules in our family, and he know what they is. I call Uncle Donald to this day.
Remember that time you called him Donald by himself?
Man, that wasn't a good day for me. That was not a good day for me. You know, I was 20-something years old. I thought I'd be. I say, so, hey, Donald, let me ask you something. He said, who the hell you talking to?
Just right back at you.
Yeah, I'm talking to you. He said, what'd you call me? I said, Donald. He said, when the hell I started being Donald to you?
Yeah.
I said, okay, all right.
I laughed so hard.
Then he punched me in the back of the head. That's the part I didn't appreciate.
Oh, I used to love to see you get hit.
That was big fun for you.
It was open season.
Big fun.
Any family member could beat a child back then.
They could,
Yeah.
Jeff.
I'm talking
Look,
about
see.
anybody, Jim.
Any neighbor.
Yeah.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Tupac is alive. Did you hear what I said? Tupac is alive. This is at least according to Suge Knight. Suge talked to Soledad O'Brien and he talked to Ice-T over the phone from prison, Steve, as part of Fox's upcoming documentary, Who Killed Biggie and Tupac. And Suge dropped a bomb. Take a listen. Here it is.
When Pac died, if he really did, you know,
If he really died. What do you mean by that?
I mean, when I left that hospital, me and Pac was laughing and joking. So I don't see how somebody can turn from doing well to doing bad.
So you seriously think that he might still be alive?
I'm gonna tell you this, Pac, you never know. Oh, there you go.
What?
Pac's still alive.
What?
What was that?
I agree with you, Steve.
Yeah. And Santa Claus is starting a rap group with the reindeers.
Oh,
Hit a part when
Wait.
you know he ain't thinking straight. He said, I don't see how you can go from doing well to doing bad.
Hell, you did.
Boy, I don't know what ingenious statement you just made.
I know.
I don't see how you can go from doing good to doing bad.
Can we
You sitting in prison on a phone.
We need to hear that again. Wait a minute.
We do.
Yeah.
One more time.
When Pac died, if he really did, you know,
If he really died. What do you mean by that?
I mean, when I left that hospital, me and Pac was laughing and joking. So I don't see how somebody can turn from doing well to doing bad.
So you seriously think that he might still be alive?
I'm gonna tell you this, Pac, you never know. Oh, there you go.
Who's that at the end?
That's
Ice-T.
There you go with that book.
There you go. Somebody in the back going, phone check, punk, get out the phone. Wasting time. I'm trying to call my bailiff. Get off the damn phone.
If he really died?
Hold on, wait. Was Ice-T on the phone at
That's
the
a
same
three-way.
time?
Yeah,
No,
it's a
they
three-way
were
call.
doing an interview
Soledad
with
and
Soledad
Ice-T
and
were doing
Ice-T
it,
were
yeah.
sitting together. They were sitting together and they had the phones.
Sitting
they
together where?
were in the prison doing the interview. They were filming this for the documentary.
Yeah, the
And they were
documentary
talking to Suge.
is
So they
Who
was
Killed
sitting
Biggie and
side by
Tupac.
side
Yeah,
in the prison.
talking to shit.
Yes,
Through the glass.
Soledad and
Through the glass.
Ice-T were
Oh,
sitting
through the
next to
glass.
each
Through
other.
the glass.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh, okay. I was gonna say, whoa. When they started doing this in prison?
That's where your mind went with it.
Yeah, well, you can just go over there and sit next to the
He
person.
said, there you go.
Yeah.
I love Ice-T though. There you go.
There you go. That's your crazy ass. That's the only thing missing from that statement.
Interesting combination, Soledad and Ice-T.
Yeah.
I like Ice-T.
I love
do
him.
too.
Love
Me
him.
too.
man.
Love
I
him.
like Ice-T.
He's the realest of the real.
So that Ice-T and Suge Knight walking to a bar. The bartender said, if y'all don't get out of here with that damn mess, 'cause I don't know where this going.
Crazy, right?
That was really something.
That is crazy.
And Soledad is top flight.
Yeah, she is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, she's a journalist.
She's top flight. She's done some great work.
So
Absolutely.
you think Pac just walking around somewhere though?
Well,
I don't see how you can go from doing well to doing good.
all right.
That statement alone.
That's just stupid.
Who Killed Biggie and Tupac? If you want to check it out, it'll be Sunday night at 8 p.m. on Fox, okay? Get the whole thing right there.
He must not eating his prison vegetables.
He missing something.
He glad to be out that area right now. He just sitting on the phone. Just,
Making up stuff.
Let me go and try to trip him out.
All
Let
right.
me make up something.
All right, Steve, introduce Miss Ann, please.
Ladies and gentlemen, here she is, our very own Miss Ann Tripp.
Thank you very much, Steve. Good morning, everybody. This is Ann Tripp with the news. The official death toll in Mexico has now risen to 273. As rescuers continue to search for survivors, authorities say there could be at least 10 buildings with people still alive in the rubble. They were searching a school yesterday, looking for a child, a 12-year-old child, supposedly, but they say that turned out that there wasn't a child there. There may be some people in that building still, but they would be adults because all the kids have been accounted for. Puerto Rico's power grid's still out. It's going to be for a while, so people with families on the island finding it basically impossible to contact relatives. Meanwhile, Hurricane Maria, which had weakened a little bit after rolling over Puerto Rico, has now strengthened again to a Category 3, packing winds of 120 miles per hour and smacking the Dominican Republic and the islands of Turks and Caicos. President Trump has signed an executive order giving the U.S. more authority to impose sanctions on North Korea, meant to, of course, curb that country's nuclear and ballistic missile programs.
Tolerance for this disgraceful practice must end now. Our new order will give the Treasury Department the discretion to sanction any foreign bank that knowingly conducts or facilitates significant transactions tied to trade with North Korea.
Kim Jong-un, by the way, is calling President Trump, quote, mentally deranged and a frightened dog. Well, sad news from the world of Hollywood. Multifaceted actor Bernie Casey has died. He passed in a Los Angeles hospital on Wednesday. TMZ said he was surrounded by his family and other loved ones. Bernie Casey was a first-round draft pick by the San Francisco 49ers, but he's perhaps best known for his roles in I'm Gonna Get You Sucker, Star Trek, Deep 6 9, and Cornbread Earl and Me, where he played police officer Adams opposite a very, very young Lawrence Fishburne.
They killed Cornbread and he wasn't doing nothing. He was just going home.
Officer Atkins. We were pursuing the suspect, and we did utilize standard police procedures. I have been listening to the testimony here today, the testimony of that little boy. And I have to say that if that kid is telling the truth, and I think that he is, then God forgive us, because we must have shot the wrong man.
That was Cornbread Earl and Me. Bernie Casey, by the way, was 78. Today is International, Radiant Peace Day. I don't know, let's radiate. Eugene the Butterfly certainly does. 20 minutes after the hour, so stay tuned to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, come on, Steve, introduce Jay so Jay could introduce the butterfly.
What do you know the butterfly?
Like I do.
Say it again. Do you know the butterfly like I do?
Oh my God!
Yeah, we did it.
I don't even know when
man.
I don't even know when to come in.
Yeah, we did it through his whole segment.
But I didn't even know when to come in about. So listen, this is what's going on. It's Friday, and I'm calling it Eugene's Freaky Friday. This is where you do crazy things, okay? So I want us all to do some good stuff together. Like, we're going to do stupid stuff. Like, we're going to go to McDonald's and ask for directions to Burger King. You know what I'm saying? We're going to do stupid stuff. All right? But we can all do it together. Like let's go to SeaWorld and go in there with a fishing pole. You see what I'm saying? Just stupid stuff.
Stupid stuff.
Yeah.
Exactly. So, and I think if we start doing it as a group, you know, what are some of the craziest things you guys have done just to have fun on Friday? Because these are the things I want us to do as a group, because I think we don't do enough as a group.
Hey, man.
What?
You know, when you come to do your segment, do you ever come up with anything? You just come on here asking us questions every damn day. What is it?
It's an interview, right?
Yeah, why we always in the damn segment?
He doesn't sound like he wants to be involved, Butterfly.
He don't want to be involved with me, period. But you know what? At the end of the day, when we get to the end of the rainbow, it's going to be me and Steve. At the end of the day,
The rainbow?
when we get to the end of the rainbow, at the end of all of it, the pot of gold, it's going to be me and him standing. He's not going to believe it.
I really won't.
It's like Skittles. Taste the rainbow, Steve. Taste it. Taste the rainbow.
So back to the silly things we could do as a group now. What?
Tommy embarrassed you one day, but we could do this. We could go into Jimmy Choo and ask for some red bottoms. You know, some stupid stuff.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're trying to twist it up a little bit. Okay.
Twisting it up a little bit and having some fun,
Just fun stuff.
Run through a police station and say I escaped from prison. Something stupid.
Oh, no.
Not for us.
Definitely not. No.
No, you do it.
No, we can't do that
do
one.
it.
I want you to do it, and let me film it too.
I will run through a police station and say I have escaped from prison, and you get it on videotape, and then we'll put it on YouTube.
No, Butterfly, that's not a good idea.
Dangerous.
Yeah, don't do that.
See,
We're not adventurous.
No, you have to be adventurous.
We're not risk takers.
Risk takers. Junior avoided it last season, but I got her signed up again for Naked and Afraid. There's things you have to do.
Won't be on it again.
And he was just worried about his back, but don't worry about it. We're going to put some calamine lotion on, and we're going to get out there, and we're going to do this. We're going to do Naked and Afraid. We're going to survive for 12
the name
days.
Of the show?
We're going to survive for 12 days in the woods.
Naked and Afraid. We gotta go.
Tune in this year because Junior and I will be on Naked and Afraid. Go ahead, Shirley.
All right, coming up next, J. Anthony Brown in the building to murder another hit. We'll be back at 34 after the hour.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Ladies and gentlemen, the man on the street, the man behind the scene, the man that murdered the hit, that man that left it all to get more. Ladies and gentlemen, J. Anthony Brown.
All right, this is actually Man on the Street. I'm not really on the street. When we do the show, the Steve show, they standing in line right there. So I just
Man in the lobby?
They're right there in the lobby.
So this is man in the lobby.
This is Man in the lobby. It's a line of people. Why should I go to the street when they standing right there? Does it make sense to you?
No.
Why would I go all the way out in the street when it's about 200 people? I'm going to walk past 200 damn people
Right, Jay.
to go to the street.
When they're right there. They're right
Why
there.
would you tell everybody that you ain't in it?
I'm not in the street. This is Man in the lobby.
Full disclosure show, Steve.
Anyway, the question is, what is your scariest movie? Here we go. J. Brown, Steve Harvey Morning Show. What is your scariest movie?
It.
I haven't seen that.
Me neither. I saw the old one.
It?
Yeah.
Okay. Your scariest movie?
Yeah, same. I'm not really original. The Ring.
What's so scary about it?
It's like this girl and she has her hair all over and she comes out of the TV like...
Anything coming out of television saying it's scary?
Probably The Exorcist of Emily Rose.
Oh, yeah, that was very scary.
Chucky.
The little doll?
I don't like the little doll. Amityville Horror.
Yeah, that was about 4 o'clock every night, something would happen.
Beloved.
Beloved, what's so scary about it?
Just the fact that she came out and was eating up everything and...
I don't watch scary movies. Chucky.
Chucky?
Texas Chainsaw.
Blair Witch, for sure.
Exorcist. White girls.
White girls? White girls were scary?
Scary.
Oh, with the Wayne brothers? That was Hey, everybody, Jay Anthony Brown, Steve Harvey Morning Show. What's your scariest movie?
House of a Thousand Corpses.
It, the remake.
The new one?
The new one, yeah.
Scary?
Very scary.
What's so scary about
Pennywise, he's horrifying. The Shining.
it? That is very scary. Anybody home?
Blair Witch Project.
The Exorcist.
Very scary.
Friday.
Friday.
The Conjuring. Child's Play.
That is very scary. Some people call it Chucky, but it's still the same movie.
Chucky, yeah.
Alien.
The Alien? Oh, yeah, all right.
Children of the Corn.
That is very scary.
Yeah.
The old one, the black and white? Oh,
Yeah, those kids are scary. Omen, original. The Omen.
The old one was very scary. Hey, Jay Anthony Brown, Steve Harvey Morning Show. What's your scariest movie?
Carrie.
Carrie, what I like about Carrie, when the hand comes out of the grave, and oh yeah, and you think the movie's over with?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I married my husband.
No, that's very good. All right. She said when she married her.
Jay. Jay, she said white chicks.
When white chicks was scary.
No, she said white girl.
White girls.
White
yeah,
girls,
she
yeah.
said white girls. That was a comedy.
That was a comedy.
Yes.
White chicks.
There's nothing scary about white girls. Nothing. There's nothing scary about white girls. I've never seen anything scary about them so far. Nothing scary about white girls.
Right.
No, not me.
Not when that's your whole goal in
That's
life.
my goal in life. White girls.
Carrie was mine, though.
You scare
Yeah.
me, Jay.
Carrie.
Carrie was very scary, man. When that hand came up at the end of the movie, oh Lord. And Amityville Horror.
Amityville Horror was
I have
scary.
not seen any of them movies they ever mentioned.
You don't see that?
I saw Amityville Horror.
That was
All the
scary.
movies
That was
they
scary.
mentioned, I
You
never
had to have
mentioned.
seen Friday 13th.
No.
Yeah, because she said Friday. She
Well,
meant
you-
Friday.
You saw the yeah. She said Friday.
I
You
saw
saw
the
the
original
Exorcist.
Exorcist.
Oh, yeah, with the little girl.
When I was 16 when that came out.
With your head spinning around.
Yeah,
Good
right there,
Lord,
that's
that
it.
was
And I
scary.
slept with my light on for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
I had my door locked.
Sit up in here, man, and you done cussed out the preacher?
And your head
You
spinning
do that,
around.
man. You couldn't do that back when I was growing up. You couldn't cuss at the church.
No, you couldn't cuss it out.
No.
No, that was a very scary movie.
Yeah.
My mother took me when I'll never forget, 9 years old to see Dracula at 9.
Oh.
This is why I am what I am today. The hell takes a child to see Dracula at 9?
Yeah.
All right, Jay. Thank you as always. Hey,
Go to
coming
my
up.
website, y'all, J-Spot Comedy. Check it out, please.
Coming up next, the nephew's prank phone call. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up at the top of the hour, right about 4 minutes after the hour. Get ready for today's Strawberry Letter. But right now, the nephew's prank phone call. What you got, Neff?
A wedding and a funeral.
Sound like a preacher.
That's right. A wedding and a funeral happening same church, same day. Here it is.
Hello, this is Ryan.
Hi, I'm trying to, Ryan. Ryan, how you doing?
Hey, I'm good. Who am I speaking to?
This is Josh. Josh over at I'm one of the officials at the church where you guys are getting married tomorrow.
Yeah. How you doing, man? I want to thank y'all for that, too, man. We appreciate it.
Good. Well, we definitely hope to make you a member here sooner or later since you guys are getting married, you know?
Hey, man, I'm trying to get this work schedule changed up. You know what I'm saying? They got me working on Sundays now, man. So as soon as I tweak that and move that around a little bit, I'll be there.
Okay, listen, we have a bit of a situation that's come up. We had some problems and miscommunication, and it's definitely been on our side. They had your name, Ryan, down here with your phone number, as well as your soon-to-be wife, Sonia. They had her name here, but we didn't want to call her with this. We wanted to just reach out and talk to you and see if just make you aware of what was going on, okay?
Oh, what's going on, man?
There's been a mix-up on scheduling. I don't know if you know, Sister Ola May, she passed away a week ago. And you're not a member of the church, so you wouldn't know her, but she's one of the oldest members here at the church. Sister Ola May passed away. And what's going on is you all's wedding is tomorrow at 12 o'clock.
Right.
But the actual funeral is at 3 o'clock here at the church.
Okay, what's your name again, brother? What?
Josh.
Okay, look here, brother Josh. Hey, man, we already got this thing in motion, man. We didn't send out damn near 200 invitations, man. I mean, God bless Sister Ola May.
And I understand that, but I mean, there's no way we could have moved it around. Now, the biggest problem, the funeral home is bringing the casket first thing in the morning. So what I wanted to make you aware of, and I didn't want you to tell your wife this, but the actual casket will be in the sanctuary, but we will have it covered.
Hold up, man. Are you serious? Now, look here, man. Y'all need to move this around. I don't know what y'all gonna do. If y'all have a fellowship hall in the back or something like that.
Ryan, the only place we can actually put the casket in, if we didn't put it there, is in the actual room that your soon-to-be wife would be changing in. That's the only place.
You got your mom. My wife ain't changing no room with no dead body. Are you kidding me?
And you know what? I understood that. That's the first thing I thought of. And that's what I said. Let's just put the casket where it goes for the funeral. And we're going to cover it up. And see, basically, you actually getting...
Wow. Man, I can't even believe you called me with this, man. Look here. And excuse my French, man. Yeah, I know I need to get back in the church. I really do. But right now, Doug, this ain't going down like this, man. Now, we didn't already paid the money. And first of all, She should. I don't even feel like she even had to pay, to hold no wedding over at her church where she pay tithes at. That's the first thing. I ain't like that from the jump, but I went ahead and went with it because she want her pastor to marry us. And now you got the nerve to tell me that y'all rearranged that a funeral gonna happen the same day as my wedding, and my wife got to get dressed in the room with a dead body.
Well, no, we're not going to put her in there, bro. Like I say, I'm putting that body first thing in the morning. I'm going to put that body in right there in front of the pulpit, and we're going to cover it. Now, what you're getting out of this, you get more flowers because there's going to be flowers from the funeral. So I'm thinking that's probably going to be a little bit of a perk for you. I just wanted you to be aware that there's probably going to be more people than you think because some of the people that's going to be at your wedding is really for the funeral.
Hey, hold up, man. Are you serious right now, man? Look here, Doc. I done paid for this wedding to happen at this church, man, okay? And no disrespect to the lady that is passed. God bless her family. I ain't playing. You not putting no dead body having no funeral at my wedding, man. That's crazy.
She's a member of the church, too, sir. She's a member of the church, too.
I don't give a I don't be no member of the church, man. I done paid for this wedding, and it's going to happen tomorrow, man. You not fixing to put no dead body at my wedding. Watch it, man.
Okay, Mr. Ryan, I mean no disrespect, but the woman has passed. She is not going to get up. So,
Hey,
what is the problem?
The problem is your called me with this man the day before my wedding, and we didn't schedule this 6 months ago. I done spent $25,000-$30,000 on this wedding, okay? And are you gonna tell me that we got to share our wedding with a funeral? What the hell is wrong with you, man?
Look, let me ask you something. Do you want to have your wedding at this church?
I paid for the. What you mean? I'm having the wedding. Okay, I tell you what. Let that body be up in the mud. I'm rolling right out the street. They ain't playing. Y'all can sit out there in the front and throw flowers while throwing rice. But we gonna have a wedding inside this sanctuary tomorrow. I promise you that.
Sir, I cannot assure you that it won't be, as I have no other place to put the body.
Okay, well, I bet you I find somewhere to put it. If I get that tomorrow, there's a body in there. There's gonna be a couple of bodies in there. And you got two choices: to move that funeral or to reimburse me back this $30,000 I done already spent. Those are the only two choices I want to hear about. Meet me at the front door tonight with a $30,000 cashier check, or we say to have this wedding up in there tomorrow morning. You heard me? I ain't playing at all. No jokes. What is wrong with y'all, man? You can do something else, man.
Listen, I understand that. Listen, sir.
I don't want to hear no more from you, man. And all I'm saying is it's going to be a wedding at this church tomorrow without the everybody. That's all I'm saying. Push it to the back, man.
Right.
Hey,
there's one more a bit of an issue that I need to tell you also.
What the can be worse than a dead body? What issue can be worse than a dead body at my wedding, man?
The issue, sir, that is worse than the dead body is this is Nephew Tommy from the Steve Harvey Morning Show. Your best man, Jeff, got me to prank phone call you.
What? Hey, what? You know what, man? The best man about to get the best whooping he can possibly get, man. I ain't playing these and got me the day before. This get the best beat down possible, man. I'm telling you.
Hey, one more question. What's the baddest radio show in the land, Ryan?
The Steve Harvey Morning Show, babe.
Right there, baby. That's what you call a home run right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's a home run here.
That's stupid, man.
Huh?
That's stupid.
All right.
Oh, you make me nervous.
We know too many famous people that are really stupid.
It really don't, man. It really don't.
We
Matter
talk
of
about
fact,
it all the time.
it
Yeah, we do.
exposes you more.
Yeah, it does.
Because you can think a person is really bright, but this fame will show you some things.
Yeah, they not really bright.
Wow.
I feel for people, man, because I've publicly made mistakes. So I feel for people when they make a mistake and it gets under that spotlight. It's hard for you to go heal the moment.
Yeah.
Because it's in your face everywhere. You know, I was trying to be all right the next morning about the Miss Universe thing till I got off that plane.
All the texts and then the press and all that. And it got
Dog, I looked up, it was on every TV show. It was on everything.
Yeah.
That little white Tom Ford jacket was famous.
Yeah.
Did they yell it out at when you were walking down in the airport? See, did you hit?
No, it started right after the press conference that night. We love you, Steve Harvey. Hang in there, man. It'll be okay. Just say it's just a pageant. And then the Colombians was over there. And they call you dead. So, okay, all right. It's a lot of death threats about a pageant. So I don't know what punta is. I really don't, but it was on a lot of mine.
On your feet.
Oh, dog.
On your feet is a lot.
Yeah, I decided I
decided
I didn't need to know what it was.
Not a good thing.
You don't care about it now. Yeah.
Well, coming up in about an hour, get ready for another exciting episode. I know you're waiting for Bad Acting Theater with the Chapmans, okay?
Oh.
I know you can't. No, you can't wait. Yeah.
Oh, man.
All right, Strawberry Letters on deck. We'll be back right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Before we get to today's Strawberry Letter, and this letter is a trip, let me tell you that. But first, there is a survey out, Steve, that says people believe dress codes are needed at work, okay? People believe that dress codes are needed at work. Most people support the idea of dress codes in the workplace, with 35% of people saying they felt uncomfortable about a coworker's attire, with 12% actually complaining to HR, Human Resources, about how a coworker was dressed. And I just wanted to ask you, how do you feel about dress codes at work? Has a coworker's attire ever made you feel uncomfortable or some sort of way?
I'm a proponent of dress for success.
Right.
You know, I recommend it to people. You don't have to.
Yeah.
You know, but I mean, for me, it just makes sense to me. I'm okay with dress codes at work.
Because I have to say, we're in Los Angeles now. We're in LA, so it's a little more relaxed here.
It's a laid back.
You know,
here,
yeah,
huh?
it's definitely a lot laid back, a lot more laid back. So some people wear shorts to work, you know, because of the weather and things like that. Everybody doesn't dress in a suit.
It don't make a difference.
No, I mean, it makes a difference. The way you come across to others, especially if you're in a position to move up.
Right.
To me, it makes a difference. Now, you can think it doesn't. You're right to have that opinion if you want to. But I've seen people who don't dress up, and I've seen them miss opportunities because of it. If you're in a law office, you have to dress a certain way. Because people in there, man, you're handling legal things for them, a lot of money. You at a bank, you got to look a certain way. And so it carries over into a lot of stuff. Now, places that don't have it, like Google may not have it. You know, you go to these open air places, you know, where there are a lot more relaxed jeans and shirt tails out and stuff like that. I got it. You know, these tech guys, that's a different world. But when you get up in that other arena, man.
Yeah, you got to dress up.
But a lot of it even starts at the job interview, because a lot of people actually really don't know. Like, we were taught how to dress for job interviews and stuff
you
like
can
that.
lose a job
yeah.
by the way you go to the interview.
Right, but
Definitely.
a lot of people don't even know how to dress like that. You know, for the job interview or for a job, period. They don't know there are certain rules or codes.
But, man, if you don't have enough sense to dress to impress at a job interview, and they know that you don't have enough sense, you're not getting a job.
Yeah, they're not gonna hire.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
You bought in here. Look, it's like if you're on trial. If you wore the outfit that you killed the dude in,
it's not gonna work.
Your ass is going.
If you go to court in hammer pants, that is not
gonna hit you up.
It's not gonna work for you, dude.
Now, who do you think you are?
Yeah. If you show up in flip flops, dude.
You don't think that you want to sit there and look like maybe you didn't murder the people.
You got on a wife beater. See what I'm talking about?
Yeah, wife beater. That's it right there.
That's it. That's it right there.
Or if a woman is too sexually suggestive, too much cleavage, her dress is too short,
you can
all of that. She's getting a job. She's getting a job. Double standard, guys. Double standard.
Please.
Yeah, right.
For murder.
Going home.
And they got you red-handed with a knife. Case dismissed. Nobody with breasts like this would do that.
I see two reasons why you should go home. Yeah, you can.
Not even possible.
You guys.
It's totally different, right?
Yeah, trip. I know.
It's double standard.
You got
definitely
some
double
cut-off jeans and you a dude, it ain't looking good for you, man.
Yeah.
It's not.
But booty cutters on a woman.
But it looks like it looks like you're not taking it seriously. it looks like you're saying whatever.
Yeah.
You know, it looks like you cannot appear like you do what you want to do.
Look at the rappers when they're gone to court. Look how they dress up. They put on a suit.
They sure don't look like a rapper.
No, not at all.
Yeah. No, they don't.
Ain't no sagging in court.
But a lot of times, honestly, guys, some people don't know. They honestly don't know that there's a
friend of
certain
mine
way
went to court
that you have
once.
to look.
A famous friend of mine went to court, and he wore a fur coat and a lime green jumpsuit.
That was
And it did not go good.
Oh, yeah.
Was it the lime green, you think?
I think it was a lime green.
And the big fur
coat.
With a hat? Did he have a hat on too?
He put it on outside. It didn't go good. We weren't
Was that
friends at
lime
the time,
green?
but we're friends.
Lime green is not a court color.
Not a court color, Jay. It's not.
Snatched the color out of this suit with this decision.
Jumpsuit.
Yeah. All right. It's time for the letter. Let's go, Tommy.
Buckle up. Hold on tight. We got it for you. Strawberry letter.
Here's the subject: my credit, or my mother. Hello, morning show. I am a 21-year-old full-time college student, and I also work full-time to become a better person and take hold of your motto, best spiritual, financial, and physical shape. My problem is that I have had credit since I was like 11 years
I've had
old.
bad credit.
I'm sorry, I've had bad credit since I was like 11 years old. How, might you ask? Well, my mother has used my and my siblings' name and social security numbers for many years and is continuing to do so. I am being hassled by creditors and the IRS for past debts that she has incurred. I have tried to dispute these charges on my credit report, and a few of the old debts have been discharged because of my young age, but many others have not because I was living at the address that the debts were open at. I have asked her time and time again to, if nothing else, just pay on the debts and get it off my credit. I already have many hospital bills that I have for myself because of no insurance, and I am trying to give her a chance to get this mess straight. But she says she will pay but never does. In an attempt to clean up my life and get a fresh start, I am thinking of filing a stolen identity report against her, but I know that it will cause a whole family fallout. But ain't none of these people trying to help me get myself together. Steve and Shirley, should I file this report against her or just pay all of this stuff back that she has done and get past it? I really don't think it is fair to me, but then again, life ain't fair sometimes. Please help. God bless, and thank you for all your inspiration.
Okay.
Wow. This is a tough one right here, you know. I really admire you, my young sister. You know, you're smart. This letter was well written. You're trying to, you know, to just better yourself and have a good and meaningful life with good credit and, you know, no frivolous debt. You know, that's very admirable at any age, okay, at any age. But because this is your mother doing the wrong, this is a major, major, major problem. You know, because it's your mom. If it was anybody else, a brother, sister, cousin, friend, you know, you wouldn't hesitate about what to do. But it's your mother. I say, first of all, if you can afford to pay it back on your own, pay it back. That's number one. I know you're not going to agree with this one, Steve, but it's her mom. 12 minutes after, we'll be back. I'll finish up.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Coming up in about 20 minutes, another episode of Bad Acting Theater with the Chapmans. But come on, Steve, right now, part 2 of your response to the strawberry letter.
My credit or my mother? Hello, morning show. I'm a 21-year-old full-time college student. I also work full-time to become a better person and take hold of your motto, best spiritual, financial, and physical shape. My problem is that I've had bad credit since I was like 11 years old. How might you ask? Well, my mother has used my and my siblings' name and social security number for many years and is continuing to do so. I'm hassled by creditors and the IRS for past debts that she's incurred. I've tried to dispute these charges on my credit report, and a few of the old debts have been discharged because of my young age, but many others have not because I was living at the address that the debts were opened at. I've asked her time and time again to, if nothing else, just pay on the debts and get it off my credit. I already have many hospital bills that I've had for myself because of no insurance, and I'm trying to give her a chance to get this mess straight. But she says she'll pay it, but never does. In an attempt to clean up my life and get a fresh start, I am thinking of filing a stolen identity report against her. But I know that it will cause a whole family fallout. But ain't none of these people trying to help me get myself together. Steve and Shirley, should I file this report against her? Or just pay all this stuff back that she has done and get past it? I really don't think it's fair to me. But then again, life ain't fair sometimes. Please help. God bless. And thank you all for your inspiration.
Steve, can always tell your answer by the way you read the letter.
Lady. You finna file charges on your mama.
Come on.
This should be the letter. Your next strawberry letter will be coming right after that. I can't believe what the hell happened to me since I filed charges on my mama. In our culture, doing anything against mama is banned. You know, in Louisiana, you'll have a chicken foot around your rearview mirror with two mountain oysters from a hog and a lizard's beak in your gas tank. You'll have roots on you. Do you understand? In Salem, up north, they would burn you at the stake.
Woo!
Doing something to your mama is banned in our community. If you go to prison for doing something to your mama, you finna be it every Saturday night at the shower. You can't do nothing to your mama.
No.
So what your mama used your credit? What you want your mama to do? You wanted to watch the cartoons, didn't you? Well, hell, you need cable. So your mama done went out there and put the cable bill in your damn name. You the one wants to be eating your cereal and reading your cereal box and watching cartoons and stuff. So your mama put the cable in your name.
You're stupid.
Your brother's name was falling behind in school because they couldn't keep up because their computer skills was lacking. Your mama bought them a laptop and put it in his name. Damn it, she didn't need no laptop. Your mama don't need no laptop. Put that laptop in your brother's name. That laptop was $1,900. She done took the OK credit plan out on it, and now your brother 29. Still paying for the damn laptop. Because y'all making minimum payments $1.32.
You mad, Steve?
Well, he gonna be 58 before he pay off the damn laptop. This ain't your mama fault. Y'all sitting up in here talking about how hot it is in the house in the summertime. Y'all want air conditioning? Damn it, the electric bill got to go in somebody's name. Mama ain't got no more credit. So now Lil Niecy done had to put the electric bill in her name. But now you all grown up now. 21.
Tell her.
Want your life back.
Gotta let her know, Steve.
Now you want to flip on your mama. Turn your mama in to the man.
Go to the man, yes.
Your big mama been down there scrubbing floors trying to make life work for you. Now you want to turn your mama in. You ain't finna treat her that away. Don't give a damn how jacked up your credit is. What about them lights y'all been flicking on and off in there? What about all that air conditioning y'all been cutting the leader? Close the door, this ain't no barn, you gonna let all that out. You kept opening the door. Your mama got to put this in somebody's name. Now you done emailed us. Guess why? Because you got computer skills. Guess why? Because your mama put that computer in her name.
Girl.
Don't you turn your mama in.
All right, we gotta go. Email us or Instagram us your thoughts on today's Strawberry Letter at My Girl Shirley. Thank you, everyone who joined me yesterday for After the Show Strawberry Letter live on Facebook. Appreciate it. We will be here every Thursday at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Thank you. And switching gears, it looks like...
We're back.
Go ahead,
want it.
She can't fight.
He's so mad. He can't sing it right now. All right, Halle Berry in a brand new relationship.
Halle Berry.
She's 51. She may be dating a 35.
Place your bet.
She may be dating a 35-year-old British music producer. His name
Put
is
your money down on the table.
His name is Alex the Kid. This is now according to USA Today.
All right, all hands up. Spin the wheel. Let's see how long this one's gonna last.
Stop it, JF. You have a celebrity crush when you were younger. Who was your older celebrity crush?
The mama on Petticoat Junction. What? What?
Mama? Come on, quickly, Junior.
Junior didn't have none. Junior don't know none of these people.
I can't say nothing about none of these people.
You had somebody.
You had somebody on the show.
Oh, well, when I was growing up?
Junior like Principal Greer on the Steve Harvey show.
When you right there, right?
All right, it's time. It's time for another episode of Bad Acting Theater coming up right after this.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Welcome to another episode.
No, go ahead.
Shut up.
Welcome to another episode of Bad Acting Theater with your host and narrator, me, Shirley Strawberry. This is the story of the Chapmans, led by Earl Chapman, the pork rind king of Arrogant, Texas. Last week's episode was as bad as the week before, but if somehow you made sense of the whole mess, here's what happened. KK interrupted the funeral.
We are gathered here today.
No! Not Beauregard.
Excuse me, miss, excuse me. This is not Beauregard funeral.
Oh, my bad.
Junior didn't have anything to say. And the cast complained about not getting the script early enough.
Well,
we don't
get it till the day out.
Yeah, and I like mine to be fresh. Since Earl's moment of grief at Beauregard's funeral was so long, with the magic of radio, we will speed it up. Now let's look into this week's episode entitled, "Oh no, they trying to kill Earl." So we pick up our story this week, and Earl is talking to Frenchie, who is George Wallace, but is played by Tommy, about getting rid of his son Chester again, also played by Tommy.
Okay, here's my plan. Listen to me close. I'm going to be getting an award for the Pork Rind Producer of the Year at the Pork Rind Convention. Now, while I'm on stage, Lord, that ignorant boy of mine is going to be standing next to me. I want you to take this blow dart. It's filled with poison and take him out.
What? Why can't I use a gun?
Because there's a lot of security in there. You can't take a gun to the convention. Take this blow dart with you in your pocket and take him out. He going to be wearing a blue suit. I'm going to be wearing a black suit. Now, I'm going to give you $40 million on top of what I already gave you, so that'll be $80 million. He should be good and dead this time. Now, make sure you shoot the dude with the blue suit and not the black suit.
All right. Let me get this right. You going to have on the blue suit, and he going to have on the black suit.
No, fool, you just as stupid as he is. I'm going to have on the black suit, and he going to have on the blue suit.
Okay, all right, I got it. You going to have on the blue suit, and he going to have on the black suit.
Are you listening to me? I'm going to have on the black suit. Black. He going to have on the blue. He going to have on the blue.
Oh, okay, I got you. Well, that's Chester. All right, I got you. You're going to have on the blue suit, and he going to have on the black suit. Why Chester talking?
Yeah, you're supposed to do it as Frenchie. And they just, you said it was a typo. You said
Let's go back to it. All right. I got you. You're going to have on the blue suit, and he going to have on the black suit.
Okay, we'll get back to that later.
Which one is the darker one, the black one or the blue one?
We'll get back to that later. This is as annoying as Junior's. Wait, what? Now let's look in on Junior, who's talking to his new mama, KK.
So you want me to take this bow and arrow to the convention where Earl is speaking and take him out? Why would I want to kill my daddy? He's been good to me.
Well, he hasn't been good to me. And since I'm the only one in this family who has done some killing, you gonna do what I say. He's done me dirty, and he needs to be taken off the face of the earth. I'll tell you about that in another episode. Am I making myself clear?
Yeah, you made your point. That slap in the face wasn't even necessary. Why can't I have a gun?
'Cause you can't get in a gun in the convention center.
Get in the gun.
All right. So he'll be wearing a black suit, and Chester will be wearing a blue suit.
Okay, let me get this right. So Chester will be wearing a black suit and...
Oh, God. Okay, we're not going through that again. Earl is in a black suit, and Chester is in a blue suit. Dang it. Now, let's get into the convention so we can get some killing going on in here.
I'd like to thank the Polk Ryan organization for giving me this prestigious award. And on behalf of all the Polk Ryan producers in the country, I will do all I can to make you proud for making me the Polk Ryan producer of the year.
Did he say the black suit or the blue suit? Oh, well, I think he said the black suit.
Oh, Lord. Somebody just shot me in my left cheek with a blow dart.
Did she say blue suit or black suit? I think she said black suit.
Oh, Lord. Another person just shot me in my right cheek with a bow and arrow.
Well, sounds like Earl is assed out. Oh, my God. Join us next week for another episode of The Chapmans. The Chapmans, starring me, Shirley Strawberry, as your narrator, Carla Farrell as KK, nephew Tommy, who plays the part of Frenchie, and Chester, Jr. as Junior, written by J. Anthony Brown and Maisha Cairo. Our engineers are Cat Dog and Baby Joel. Sound by Kylie DeAndre. This has been a Watch Out Then Now production on the Steve Harvey Morning Show. And of course,
and Earl is being played by me. Why I get left out of my own damn script, it's been on me.
I was just getting ready to say it. Of course, Steve Harvey, star of Thunderdome, Family Feud, Little Big Shots, The Apollo, and the new daytime show, Steve, as Earl Chapman.
I'm sorry, I jumped the gun.
Yes, you did.
I thought I'd been left out.
Join us next week for another episode of The Chapmans.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Former President Barack Obama resurfaced on Wednesday to speak at an event hosted by Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. His speech came as Republicans are making another attempt to repeal the Affordable Health Care Act, which Obama said would result in inflicting real human suffering for those who have received health coverage under the 2010 law. Republicans in the Senate are working hard to pass a measure sponsored by Senators Lindsey Graham and Bill Cassidy. It would move funding given under the law, as well as some of its requirements, to the states where they could be changed. The former President Barack Obama said he's frustrated. Take a listen.
Those of you who live in countries that already have universal health care are trying to figure out what's the controversy here. I am too.
Okay. All right, Steve.
Because you know what? Because it doesn't make any sense. But what has happened is strictly political. Mm-hmm. Because these Republican conservatives ran on the platform, or we're going to repeal and replace Obamacare, it only shows you that they had nothing to repeal it or replace it with. They just didn't want him to have a legacy piece left when he left. It was all done out of hate. It was not for the betterment of the country or for the people. That's why they can't get all the Republicans on board. And the Republicans that are on board are doing an injustice to their constituents. And they know it. But they got to hold party line, because what they can't have is to lose the funding that got them in office in the first place. If you do not think this is all money based, you are sadly mistaken. All these politicians receive money from other conservatives, Koch brothers, and people like that who have tons of money who dump it into their causes. The Rupert Murdochs and things like that. Now, it's okay for you to be conservative. I don't care if you're conservative. But at one point in time, it has to matter what happens to the people more than it happens to your own personal bank account or your own personal position as a senator or a congressman. Something has got to matter more than that. And that's the danger of politics.
But that's the problem. It don't matter. It don't matter to them. It don't matter at all. The people who really need health care are not going to have it anymore.
And the reason that they can vote against it is because those people in the Senate and the Congress have one of the most comprehensive health care plans there. Can't nothing go wrong with them. Do you think John McCain right now is paying for that operation?
No.
I bet you he ain't.
No.
And I'm talking about to the tune of 1/4. But he knows that. But that's why he voted against it. That's why the lady up in Maine is holding out to vote against it. That's why these new people came up with this thing so they can uphold their campaign promise to repeal and replace Obamacare. What country of this magnitude does not have universal care? Canada got it.
Yeah, universal.
You walk in the hospital in Canada, you get treatment. You walk in there with a problem, you get treatment. To punish Americans, and the majority of people we taking care of are tax-paying people, to deny them an opportunity for health care because they have a pre-existing condition is absolutely political, and it has nothing to do with what's right or wrong. Now, you put that wherever you want to put it.
That's right. And you've heard... I don't know if you've heard about what Jimmy Kimmel is doing. It's a subject that's really close to his heart because of his son, you know. Right. If you recall, his infant son, Billy, was born with a congenital heart disease and had to undergo open heart surgery at just 3 days old. Recently, Jimmy Kimmel said that Senator Bill Cassidy lied to him. He said that he out and out lied to him. Kimmel claims the bill proposed does not pass that test and also does not do any of the things that Cassidy had.
Here's the deal. The guy came home and told Jimmy Kimmel. He flat out lied to him that he would never support anything like that. Now he's putting the bill forward. So President Trump tweets that McConnell, Cassidy, whatever his name is not a liar. He's a fine young man.
Absolutely.
Then Kimmel went back at the president and said, well, that's great, Mr. President. But something to the fact that he lied to my face. You know, how can you explain if he's not a liar, him passing this bill that has nothing in it that he said he's going to have?
And the crazy thing about it is Jimmy Kimmel can afford health care for his son, but he's fighting for people who can't afford it.
So these guys who are trying to vote it down, they can afford it. And they're voting it down for other people. Who can't. You're right.
Yeah, and you're right, Steve. That tweet exchange between Kimmel and the president, he also said that there's no way President Trump read this bill. He said that because he's saying that it's great. He just wants to get rid of it because Obama's name is on it.
He can't read the teleprompter, y'all. How he going to read the bill?
Right. He's saying it's a campaign promise. It's a campaign. I got to fulfill this campaign promise. This is what won us, what got us the job, what got us in here. So, yeah. This is crazy. If you want to take political action, call your representatives. Capitol Switchboard, here's the number, 202-224-3121. 202-224-3121. Right now, the Senate has up until September 30th to get this bill done and passed and everything. So
give me a Trump number. Don't give me that number. Give me a Trump number.
I don't have his number.
Do you have that number?
No, I do not.
That's the number I need. I want to call him directly.
Yeah, that's really. And I know you feel a certain way about it, Junior, right?
Yeah, the thing about it is, I think these people have no compassion for people with pre-existing conditions. Because if you knew somebody who had autism, if you knew somebody who had lupus, if you knew somebody who had sickle cell, if you knew somebody, if you just talk to them, talk to their family. I really do appreciate what Jimmy Kimmel is doing.
Yeah.
Because, Yeah, it takes somebody in a position that high to say, you know what, this is absolutely morally wrong. Not just wrong, but morally wrong.
But the thing about it is they have talked to people. These people's stories are on the news every single day. What will
And they
happen if
vote
they
for
lose Obamacare and things like this? They see it. They know what's up. Yeah, they know. All right. We got to go. Go to break. We'll be back. All right. Coming up, we'll talk about Judge Judy and what she's doing.
That's my baby. That
I
now. What we
know.
talking
That's
about?
your girl. We'll be back.
Careful.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Judge Judy, Tommy, Judge Judy and Steve, of course. National Enquirer publishes an apology to Judge Judy after reporting that she was suffering from Alzheimer's. In its new issue, the tabloid writes, we and our sister publication, the National Enquirer, recently published articles which stated that Judge Judy suffered from brain disease, was fighting both Alzheimer's and depression, and is hiding a heartbreaking medical crisis. We also published articles which stated that Judge Judy cheated on her husband and that her daughter Nicole faced jail time for refusing to serve on a jury. None of these statements are true, and we unequivocally retract them. Unequivocally.
Once you done it and put it out there, though, man. What
Yeah, but see, that's funky though, man.
It
Because they do me
is.
all the time with a whole bunch of lies.
Oh, yeah.
Ain't no retraction for nothing. But see, you got to take time to go after these people.
you do.
And I don't have time to go. And it's foul what they do to people. And then they come back. But the retraction that they put out,
very small.
it don't be the headline that you want, though.
No.
See,
right,
that's
Steve.
not on the front cover. The one that's on the damn newsstand. Your little punk ass rebuttal is on the little back page cover
buried
with a
in the
little bitty
paper.
thing.
Yeah, it's
No,
buried.
man, they can kiss my behind.
Oh,
no.
I know. I see. I
No,
like
I mean
some
that.
of the stuff I see they have you doing. I'm like, Steve, there's no way you ain't dating an alien. Steve ain't dating.
And Steve, you right
We
there
would
when we
know,
check
Jay.
out.
Yeah,
When we check out for
right
groceries.
there. We see him. I
Hey,
just
man,
saw the man. He
hey,
ain't
man,
doing none of that.
How you think I feel?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
man, especially
You're
when I got
human, yeah.
relatives who don't know no better.
They call you up.
Now
their
they
life.
calling.
Lord Jesus.
What
you
has he
selling
done now?
drugs?
Yeah.
What the hell are you talking about?
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, that's
you
hard
under
to say.
federal investigation? Look at me. How am I under damn federal investigation? My ass on TV, I ain't hard to find.
And
You
you know
think
we
they
get
don't know, the
calls.
feds don't know where your show is at?
Steve, you hid your yacht. I ain't got no damn yacht.
If you had one, you'd be on it.
Dog, what are you talking about? They said, Lord Jesus, you all right? I'm fine. Stop reading that trash. And then the online people, they do you even the same way. And it's just tragic, man, that these people can get away with. But these little rebuttals,
They're very small.
You know.
Yep.
they made little
Apologies.
rebuttals to me. But you don't hear about it.
No.
But I don't give it no juice. I don't give it no life. Because all you doing is lying. If I
Yeah.
was that person that you say I am, how am I here today?
And Steve, I have to say I'm very proud of you for that because normally you would.
Oh, no.
If you had the time to say something back, you
No,
would.
Yeah, but let me tell you something. What I've learned though from Oprah, from Tyler, who spend time, who Dr. Phil, from Bishop Jakes, from Joel Osteen, Steve, let them talk. Look at your life. Look at what God keep doing for you. God keep showing you favor. Don't be studying them people. He said you got to stay on the wall. You can't come down off the wall to address these people because you don't have time for that. He said, in all the stuff that they saying about you, what has it stopped?
Nothing.
It ain't stopped nothing. He said, man, so if it ain't stopped you, why would you stop yourself by getting down off the wall talking to these people about their foolishness? Go on about your business. But this is the world we live in right now, folks. I think that this is the climate that we are in for all of us. And all of us have to be careful because all of us get a taste of it, and it's all relative to where you are in life. Y'all got y'all fair share of haters. What it is, you get your fair share. The bigger you are, the bigger the share.
You got to be with white women.
All right, we'll be back right after this. Jesus.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
Here we go. All right, Steve. I get so excited when we come to this part of the show because we get to talk about your brand new show called Steve. You're in Hollywood now with all the big stars. I love it. Today's show, you're going to have your Cleveland boy on there, your homie, Drew Carey. He's fun.
Cleveland in the building. Game show.
Cleveland in the building,
Yes. All things Cleveland.
Yeah.
That should be fun, Steve, huh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Did you know him back in the day, Steve?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Work
Yeah,
together.
he got me at the Cleveland Comedy Club.
Oh, okay.
I went there one time. That was his club, Cleveland Comedy
Yeah.
Club.
Oh,
Drew
okay.
Carey ran that joint.
Mhm.
I went there one time, man. Them racist people at that club. It was a clap off between me and a white guy, and clearly I was the better one, even at the clap off. The owner of the club hollered out, "Give it to the white guy." Wow. And he just went up there and
Just
paid the
blatant.
dude
That's how you
$50.
really think.
The owner of the club yelled it out the back, "Give it to the white guy." And the dude
Dang.
walked up there and handed him $50. You know, I needed that 50.
Now, was Arsenio in there in Cleveland at that time? You was there?
He was ahead.
No, Arsenio was the same age group, but Arsenio had went to Hollywood already.
Yeah, okay.
Arsenio had went to
He's at the
Hollywood
comedy
and
store.
made it.
Mhm,
Yeah.
he's with comedy.
Yeah, he was opening for Nancy Wilson, who was his aunt. Arsenio had already made it. I was sitting on the bed working at Lincoln Electric watching Arsenio Hall walk out on Solid Gold.
Wow.
And perform.
Yeah, and then he got the show. So.
Then he got the show, and I came out there and saw you.
Yeah.
You, what?
You remember
did
that
what?
time, man? You told Arsenio, you said, "Man, this dude from Cleveland knows
No, I
me,
said
man."
Steve. I said Steve.
Yeah.
You said that, dude. I knew who you was.
Yeah, I went out there, man.
I really wanted to get you on there, man.
Yeah, I know, man. To take a picture with him and everything. He came up there, he said, "Man, seemed like I know you from somewhere."
Seem like you know me.
I went. So I'm standing there confused. We took a picture. He went right inside. Jay said,
left?
"I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry." I said, "Seem like you know me." Dog, what the hell you mean seem like? I went to college together. What the hell you talking about? Dang, how many times we done played ball together? What?
Yeah.
Dog, played on the same team. I'm saying,
you passed him the ball.
Dog. He said that to me. He said, "Seem like I know you from somewhere." Seem like.
He forgot, Steve.
I know I ain't changed that damn way.
It's the same nose and mouth, right?
Hey man, cause you know how somebody see you and you go like you kind of spread
Yeah.
arm like,
Yeah, come on
it's
now.
me, boy. Here I am.
I know how that. That's a
I know we
bad
finna
feeling.
hug.
Hey man, I'm here. I'm
Yeah.
here.
Come on, let's take this picture. I took that picture with him. He was right around the building. Jay said, "I'm sorry."
Wow.
I said, "Wow," and then saw him later.
Mm-hmm.
Saw him later after I had, got on TV.
Things
and
started
everything.
happening then.
Steve, what's up, man? Said Arsenio, what's happening?
Oh, you had to do it.
Oh, yeah. Oh, we was cool as a fan then.
Yeah.
I never bought the other thing up, though.
That was good. That was very big of you. Very big
I
of
ain't
you.
need to do that,
Yeah.
man. I mean, maybe he was busy. He didn't know. I
Yeah.
didn't know. I just went, damn, dog. But, we got cool. We hung out a little bit, man. He took me to a place that was, you had to have your name on the list.
Can you still go there?
Well, anyway, I just wanted to tell you that.
On this trip to L.A.
Drew Carey on Steve's show today and the cast of Fuller House.
Tee it up.
We will be back and we will be watching. You're right, Carla.
You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.
All right, here we are, last break of the day with just one more thing, baby. Just one more thing. What you got?
I don't know. What is the one more thing?
Carla, tell them, Carla.
I got one more thing for you, Steve. Check this out. Cleveland Browns, your team, are favored to win for the first time since 2015. This is a prediction. Yeah, they're saying that your team is favored to win this Sunday for the first time since 2015. The Browns are a 2.5 favorite on the road at Indianapolis against the Colts.
Yeah, we done lost 2 in a row. What is we favored to win for?
What do you think?
We this is the first time since 2015 we've been favored to win a game.
Yes.
Does this affect him keeping that job, Steve? You think that
Who?
The coach for the Browns?
Hell yeah.
every week. Effect. He gonna keep his
Hell
job.
yeah. The pros don't give a damn. It's wins and losses, baby. We don't care how good a speech you give. We don't give a damn how good you look in this uniform.
Are you surprised that he's been at us long?
Hell yeah, man. The Browns, man. The Browns' problem is,
Mm-hmm.
man, we won't do the smart thing.
Which is
What we need to do right now,
Mm-hmm.
serious business, is go get Colin Kaepernick. He is the best quarterback available.
Yeah.
okay. So you need a
That's
quarterback.
for starters.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, man, we got Joe Thompson, that broke the NFL record for most games played consecutive. I don't know how it's been 11 years. All his 11 years been with the Browns.
Yeah. Left tackle.
We need a damn quarterback, man.
Okay.
We need a quarterback. We got
Do
the
you know
number
the
one
owner,
pick
though?
out of Texas A&M. We got that boy,
Garrett Miles.
Garrett Miles.
Yeah.
He hasn't played. He got hurt. He was hurt a little bit. He didn't play. We got him. We got to start building from that. But we need Colin Kaepernick. Stop playing.
Yeah.
And what about the coach? The coach should be gone.
No, he all right. He ain't got nobody to coach. Hell, he'd have the same record if he was coaching us.
0-2.
We be 0-2 too. Dog, I'm just telling you, it's them people we got on the team. And we don't have a quarterback. And this boy from Notre Dame ain't ready yet to be starting in the damn pros.
Why don't you talk to the owner, Steve, and get
I
Kaepernick?
don't know him.
Okay, I thought
You a
might.
Browns fan like the rest of them.
Yeah. I'm trying to get your ass on with Lee Daniels.
You can't fix every damn thing.
Damn, I know Lee Daniels. Do you rather us get Colin Kaepernick or you rather be in the Lee Daniels movie?
Nah, I can't deal with Cleveland. I got my own problem. No, I'm
Right.
good.
Okay, so
Well, you know, I could be 2-0 at quarterback, so I see what you're saying.
Sad.
I could go out there.
Sad, but it's true.
You go out there, Jay, and say that.
That'd be the record would be the same.
Man, who the old dude that slew-footed with the
That
stomach?
won't go deep. That won't go deep.
No, it ain't going deep at all.
Them glasses
Well,
on
speaking
with
of-
the leather helmet on.
Fold up in his pocket.
Speaking
Keep
of
audible
football,
to play.
though,
Watch out there now. Watch out there now.
I was gonna ask you guys. Speaking of football, I know the season is kind of early, but Steve, who you liking? What you think?
Well,
Yes, sir.
I'm not pulling for the Patriots ever, but Tom Brady is the best quarterback in the NFL right now.
That he is.
And one of the
Gotta
great
give it to him.
quarterbacks in the history of football. And you can't deny the way they play, the culture that is New England. One of the great football
Winners.
franchises. I got it. And I spoke to Robert Kraft at the Mayweather fight.
Oh, okay.
He said, Steve
Oh,
Harvey,
maybe
how
on
are
there.
you? I didn't even know he knew me.
Yeah.
Robert Kraft. So I spoke to him. I think, this is what I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think this is who I think gonna give them hell this year. Them damn Atlanta Falcons
Hell
got
yeah.
that taste in their mouth.
They got it.
I think the Atlanta Falcons, man, it's gonna be funky this year because they lost and they know they had that thing.
Yeah.
I tell you, somebody else gonna be
Denver
strong
dog.
this year. Kansas City.
I love the
Be
Chiefs,
real
man.
strong this
The
year,
Chiefs look good.
man. Kansas City ain't messing around. That damn Oakland
Oakland
Raiders,
Raiders look good.
look like they about to do
Beast mode.
something
Yeah.
to you. Now, the Giants are gonna make a run at it just like they always do. They start slow.
Green Bay,
The
too.
damn Saints gonna act like they want to do something. You can't ever count out Breeze.
What about the
Right.
Cowboys?
No, they're not gonna make it this year.
You think they
You don't
lost a
think
step?
so?
No, I think they're a great. I think they're a great team. I just think something is missing, man. Something is missing. Zeke's not off to a good start. I think that stuff got up in his head pretty strong. He doesn't look right as of yet.
Oh, the
He
drama
may
from the
get right,
suspension.
but he may not. Yeah, this whole thing is mental for this young kid, and I think it's affected him in a great way. So he's not there yet. Dez Bryant is his usual self.
What about Cam Newton?
I like the Panthers this year. I like the Panthers. I've always been a Cam Newton fan. I think Cam is one of the bad boys out there. I would love to see Carolina Panthers. I'd love to see Cleveland Browns. It's not gonna happen. We may win 4 games this year, if that. Four. Just give me 4 times to cheer this
You need
year.
4 times to come to work and
Out
talk
of
noise.
16, a fourth of the time. Just let me come to work in here 4 times and talk trash. Out of the 16 times,
We going all the way.
Here we go.
Yeah. Y'all thought it was over.
See, now if they don't beat the Colts, gonna be a damn problem. gonna be a real.
It's gonna be some job. People gonna
Any
be
other
fired.
questions about it? Anything?
What is everybody doing Friday? It's Friday, baby. What's the weekend up?
Yeah,
What
we
you
going
got?
to Vegas. Shirley and I and Mississippi Monica, we are headed to Las Vegas, iHeart Arena. I mean, the iHeart Music Festival in the T-Mobile Arena. We will be there this weekend. What about you guys?
Working.
Yep. Family Feud.
Oh, you got Family Feud?
Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Please go
Tommy's
to
working too.
my website, y'all. We opening J Spot back up. I got Cheryl Underwood. I got Chris Spencer. I got Junior. I got Tommy. We started off on Tuesday. Go to the website, jspotcomedy.com.
Yeah.
And
All right.
the comedy camp for kids. The Class Clown.
Class Clown.
Yeah.
All right, we'll check it out, Jack. Steve, tell everybody have a
Don't
good
say
weekend.
that,
We
Tommy.
out. Yeah, we out. Tell them. Have a good weekend.
Have a great weekend for sure.
Yeah.
For all Steve Harvey contests, no purchase necessary, void where prohibited. Participants must be legal U.S. residents at least 18 years old, unless otherwise stated. For complete contest rules, visit steveharvey.com. You're listening to the Steve Harvey Morning Show.